What should we begin with? Let's look up the instruments for ambient music. What are the instruments for making ambient music? Yeah, what's up, Ninjaro? Let's see, what are the instruments for making ambient music? Pads, piano, flute, and strings. Alright, cool. Pads, piano, strings, and a flute. That's what I'm gonna use to make my music. Strings, flute, ambient music. Yeah, what's up, Jimbo? You finally caught the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate it. This stream won't really be as interesting as my other ones because I'm just gonna be making main menu music or pause menu music. I don't know which one I'm gonna make first, but you know, whatever I end up with, I'll make a decision on what it is that I want it to be, either main menu music or pause menu music. Either way, I'm gonna have music for both. So let's begin. Let's see what we'll use first. I'm gonna try to use some pads. Let's use these. Let's use the yeah. Let's use the floatinator. Well, there is an update coming to Dreams, which I really hope I'm not wrong about this, but I mean, if I am, fuck it. People are still gonna have fun, even though your structure will be deleted at the end. But basically, there's an update coming to Dreams that is supposedly supposed to, like, make emitted objects permanent, kind of like Little Big Planet. So hopefully, if it works how I'm thinking it's supposed to work, I'd be able to implement that into my stuff. Alright. Alright, let's start making a ambient tune. I gotta think of something. Let's see. Alright, you know what? Which key do I want to use? Nah. No. What's the music for? When you're like exploring or just running around the map. Alright, let's slow this down So yeah, I'm gonna try to make some really advanced chords. So yeah. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, I'm trying to concentrate. Hold on. Nice, my friend is really impressed with Yuri. He wants to get Dreams to make a game with binary exploration. You could definitely do that. Hell yeah, 100%. I'm glad, man. There's actually a lot of people that want to get Dreams just to play my game. So I really hope I don't let them down, you know. I don't think I will. I've been having fun creating it, so yeah. Let's hear what we got so far. The other thing I was wondering is ground digging. How would that be implemented if you were to do it? Well, ground digging is a whole different story, which I'm definitely not going to have in my game because that would be very, very, very heavy on thermo. Wow, that sounds great. Alright, let's tone it down a bit. Sure, but you can't add good procedure generation for plants. Yeah, procedural. You would literally have to make the maps and then procedurally generate them. Oh yeah, that's it right there. That fantasy type of flute shit you hear in fantasy games and shit. Hold on, man. I'm trying to concentrate on this. Just give me 1 sec. Alright, probably the majors are better. Alright, that's too squeaky, so we're gonna just... I like how that sounds. Sounds really nice. Definitely needs some tuning, so now I'm gonna make it give that like floaty effect, so this will give it that ambient feel. And these both should give it an ambient feel really nicely. Let's see. Nice tune all the objects to triangles. What do you mean? Alright, let me turn these off. Hold on. Because I want to hear what exactly I am listening to. So let me turn off the medallion. That sounds nice. Alright, let's see if we could do something nice with the viola now. Yeah, like I said, this stream is not going to be as fun as the other streams. Making music. People don't really like watching too much making music. Wait, I did not read what you said. I was too focused making the music. Hold on. What did you see above there? Give me one sec. I did not catch on to that. Okay. Sure, but you cannot get pursued generation for planets like... Okay, nah. Well, I was thinking of filling chunks with stackable triangles. Thermo heavy, but it would work. What exactly affects thermals? Because people use so many chips, which fills the game with calculations. Does chips affect thermal? The chips itself don't affect thermal. What affects the thermal is the wires and... Like, let's say you make a lot of animation. It's really hard to explain how thermal is actually affected, not gonna lie. I really can't explain it. Okay, let me show you this. Hold on. Alright, if you're asking about gameplay thermal, that's a whole different story. If you're asking about graphics, the way that graphics works is, let's say you place a triangle, right? We got this triangle. Now, anytime we edit an existing object, that raises the thermal. So let me show you this. Hold on. Alright, so look, we got 2% graphics, right? If I go again and I go like this, you'll start seeing the thermal going up, right? Alright, now I'll show you the difference. If I don't edit this, or if I make a sculpture and I use this to make my entire level, for example, by doing multiple duplicates, you'll see that the thermal's not going up. It'll go up eventually, but it'll take a while. So I can make duplicates, many duplicates of the same object. See, now the gameplay thermal is starting to go up because we have over 840 triangles. Okay, so now and then basically if we don't group it, that's another thing. So let me show you the difference between grouping and non-grouping. So look, we got 20, right? We grouped it. Now watch this. We grouped it, right? Let's see what's the graphics right now. Graphics is 1%. Now we're gonna see the gameplay go up instead of the graphics. Watch. So notice this. Gameplay went up 3%, right? And we have 27 copies of grouped triangles. If we don't group it, I'll show you what happens. So if we don't group these triangles and we keep them separate without being grouped, watch this. Alright, so I'm just highlighting all the triangles right now. There we go. And I did not group them. So I'm going to make the same number of copies. I believe it's like 21 about in there. And you will notice we only went up 1% gameplay instead of 3. The reason why we're able to make more copies of the triangles, as you could see, we had 21 and we went up 3% gameplay. The reason we're able to make more copies of the same amount of triangles is because these triangles are not grouped. Therefore, if I were to group these triangles and make copies, you'll see how the gameplay starts to go up. Look, the gameplay just went up 16%, right? Let me just show you this. The gameplay went up 16%. Now, if I don't group this and I just make the same copies that I just made, it went up 13%. You see the difference? It does a huge difference when you group objects, and when you edit existing objects, it does a huge difference. And people have asked me, how did I manage to get my game the way it is? The reason why my game is the way it is, and I'll show you, it's because my game doesn't have shit grouped. There's nothing grouped. My game strictly uses one sculpture for each piece that I've made, highly detailed. And once it uses one sculpture, none of those sculptures have grouped sculptures inside of them. So that means that since the sculpture is not grouped, the gameplay thermal is not going to be affected at all. Eventually it will, but it's going to take a very long while. So if you notice, all my sculpts are highly detailed, but they're one sculpt. You see that? All my sculpts that I made, all these pieces I made, they're not even grouped anywhere, as you can see. Look, they're not grouped anywhere. The only thing that's grouped is the main piece where everything shows, because this is my main base, and I'll show you what that looks like in my system. So let me show you so you could understand what's going on behind the curtains of my system. Alright, so look, I pressed the touchpad. You see that main red piece? It basically shows everything that is grouped into that piece. But I did find an alternative method for my system, which, as you can see, that piece right there on the side, if I change that, you see how it disappears and appears? That's because it's moving. It's moving into the middle. It's moving into the middle, alright? So let me show you what's actually happening with that piece. Now this was a test and it worked out very perfectly, and that was another way of me saving thermal. So if I were to do this for all the objects that I have in this square, and ungroup this, it would be magnificent. So let me show you. So if I go to the pieces that I have, right? If I go to the pieces, and I'm going to show you so you can see the actual movement of what's going on. So main support, turn on and off, move piece to emit zone. All right, so you see, I named this emitter move piece to emit zone. So this is what's happening as I highlight this certain piece. Watch how it moves into the emit zone. So it will no longer be in a group. I'm moving it using a keyframe. You see that? Now this gives me the effect in the system when they're not even grouped anymore. And this was just me doing tests, trying to go around the gameplay thermal even more than I already went around it. So that's basically just some quick tips, you know, around my system, as you can see. And then since we have this piece highlighted, we can now place it, and it's just not, you know. Now I don't have this smoothing to this slow because I want the piece to snap right away. I don't want the player to see this happening, which is why my keyframe is not set to this speed. I don't want the player to see this. I want it to all be behind the curtains. So that is a little lesson on gameplay thermo. There's a lot to it, man. There is a lot to it. So people ask me, here's another thing. People ask me, how did I make this checkerboard floor and how does it not take any gameplay thermo barely? Okay, now watch. If I delete the gameplay, if I delete the floor, you see no gameplay go down. Alright? So people ask me, how did I get this much detail? And that's because these are not very, they don't have a lot of detail on them, and it's only one full group instead of multiple groups. So if I were to do this and group this and then make the copies, guess what? You'll start to see the gameplay rise. You'll start to see the gameplay start rising because we have multiple groups, and that'll start bringing this whole module into a lot of thermo. So notice how I have it grouped, yes, but it's the entire group itself. Hold on, I'm reading comments, and I'm also trading right now, so. Alright, so let's see what you said. So let's say you can fill a place with a bunch of rectangles like Jenga, and as long as they're not grouped, your performance remains okay. Correct. Correct. By the way, did you guys see the loot box I made yesterday? It's really fucking polished. Look at that. Super satisfying. To dig, you would definitely want them not to be grouped. So I'll show you a Minecraft project that no one gives a fuck about, but I made it anyways, and it was a pretty crappy one because I didn't really take my time on it. It took me one day to make it. but I'm gonna still show you it anyways, cause yeah. So this was a really crappy demo, but basically you would be able to dig or delete boxes as long as they're not grouped. So if I were to, and as you could see, the gameplay thermal is only 9%. The reason why my graphics is so high is because these cubes that I made were all used from one cube. So I was just editing the same cube over and over and over and over again. So I was way better off making new cubes for each module, leaving me up to 100 cubes or even 50 cubes. It all depended on how I went about making the cubes, but it's too late for that now, you know? So basically, if I were to, I'll show you. Let's just get this cube, for example. So if I were to get this cube and I was to make copies of it and not group it, I can use this for a game. As long as I don't group it, I can use this as a digging, something like where you would dig in a game. So you see the gameplay starts to go up. So it's really hard because I do have microchips on each of these, and yeah, shit starts to get really difficult. It's really hard to make a game where you destroy shit, but I'm gonna show you anyways. It is possible, you're just gonna have to find a way. Physics costs, forgot which one makes the pieces invisible. Shit, man, I haven't touched this project in so fucking long. Yeah, I don't fucking remember how I made the pieces invisible or visible, but this was a pretty crappy system, you know? This system was pretty bad. Wasn't the best, to be honest. If I use the new system, it'll definitely be better. So you can stack over the same block. In this one, yeah, you can. You can stack on any block actually. I just made some not be able to be stacked, basically. So I'll show you how that works. Let me. Yeah, so you see only some blocks. I made it that some blocks can be stacked and some can't. It was still a pretty advanced system, as you can see, but not my best. Could definitely be better if I rework this system. And I might rework it, you know, and release it to the community so they can make some fucking sort of creation game. But yeah, you can still build roofs and shit. Don't get me wrong, look. Excuse me. If I made a road with white lines on it, but also wanted to make another one with yellow lines, would it be less taxing on the thermo to make inside? What do you mean? I'm probably going to remake this shit. Gonna make like some RTX looking ass Minecraft, real shit. For dreams, some RTX looking shit with a way better system. Let me remove some people because I gave these people access to test my game, so give me one sec. Alright, let's see. When you place a block inside another, are there 2 blocks or 1? I don't get what you mean by that. What do you... When you place a block inside another, you mean like this? There's 2. Unless you do it in the same sculpt. Oh, in my Minecraft game, what about it? You clicked on the same block twice and it kept placing. What do you mean? I don't get what you mean. But if you delete one, would the other one be in that location? Oh, inside? No, it deletes both. The way my system's set up. But this shouldn't even be a thing. You shouldn't be able to place inside of it. That's just a bug I never fixed in the system. You shouldn't even be able to place inside of it. So just to be clear, if all your blocks were different from each other, that would be less on the thermal. If this is the problem. Here's the issue with my game. This is why the graphics thermal is so freaking big. The reason the graphics thermal is so big in this game when there's barely nothing in here is because these cubes are made from the same cube. Meaning I edited an already existing object instead of making a new cube. And that raises the thermal. So if I were to do this and add another thing to it, you see how the thermal just went up 1%? Now, if I was to make another cube, and another cube, and another cube, and another cube, I can lower the thermal on these cubes because they're different cubes. And it won't be as taxing as the thermal from me making it off the same cube. So if I were to make unique cubes, it would definitely be way better. Meaning if I was to make new cubes, instead of using the same ones, it would only be 1% per cube. That means I can do 100 cubes. Or more. You get what I mean? So look, we got 3 cubes right now, all separate. And look, the thermal didn't go up. Now if I do another one, we still don't go up, as you can see. So I can keep doing cubes. And more cubes. And more cubes. And more cubes. And more cubes. And I could have made over 100 cubes. Just for this game itself. Just for this game itself, I could have made over 100 cubes. And thermal wouldn't be even at 50%. Thermal would have been at like 20%. Now, if I was to take this cube and make a new cube, and then take that cube and make another new cube, and then take that cube and make another new cube, and take that one and make another new cube, and keep going, which is what I did, and this is the reason why my thermal is so high, because I was editing an already existing cube. So this cube is the same exact cube. I was editing it, deleting the texture, and adding new texture to it. That is why the thermal was blown out the roof in this shit. So you'll see the difference in the thermal. Look at that. Huge difference. Separated cubes, all different. None of them are the same. And that shit helps. Are all your trees different too? No, my trees are the same. My trees are the same. But they're not edited in any different way, which is why they don't raise thermal. So I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you this. And I canceled this game because I just didn't like it. I don't want the visuals. I don't want the visuals from Dreams to take over and shit. Yo, hold on guys, let me show you this art, yo. This has been one of my proudest creations that I've made. Look at this shit. I am in love with this creation. I will always love this creation. What's the character? So it's best to make a completely new object instead of editing existing one, correct. Now, there is another way that you can... That looks amazing. How do you learn about texturing? I've been using Dream since beta. I did not come from another software. I did a little bit of Unreal Engine, but other than that, it wasn't really nothing too big or major, so there's that. And yeah. Now about more thermal stuff you're asking. So yeah, it is better to make a whole new object better than edit an existing one, to be honest. And also you can use modules. Modules meaning 4-sided assets or 2-sided assets or 6-sided assets, whatever you want. You can do a 6-sided module. So if you wanted to make a building, I'm just gonna do a quick example. If you wanted to make a building, or you wanted to make windows, right? Let's say you wanted to make windows. I'm gonna make some quick windows on 4 sides, okay? So let's say you wanted to make windows. Wanted to make windows, all right? We're gonna say we're making windows. So you wanted to make windows. You wanted these windows to be different. You can use it in the same sculpt. So what basically we would do is you would build the windows or whatever, right? So we got some windows there. Hold on. We're gonna lower this. Graphics, all right? So we got windows there. Now we can have different windows on another side of the cube. So we could have 3 windows on one side of the cube. We can have 2 windows, or we can have some weird cube looking windows, and we can have small windows, 4 to be exact. Or we can have a really big rectangle window and a tiny one and an even tiny one and tinier one. And now we have a module which we can use to build our scene. And basically, let's say, like I said, this is just a SketchUp. Obviously, I'm not trying. So let's say we have 3 windows. Oh, hold on. I did not build it in the same sculpt. So when you're doing this, you want to build it in the same sculpt. All right. So I'm just gonna do this again, right there, right there, and then. All right. So we got 4 different windows. Let's say now you can use this to your advantage. Now let's see how much thermal this is. This is 1% graphics thermal. You have 4 different windows that you can use. And you can build different scenes off of these 4 windows. You see that? So you can build that 4-story building, for example. And if you wanted to build another building, you can flip that. And then if you wanted to flip that, you can do a different module or different looking building with different windows. And then if you wanted to make the same building and have even more different windows and more different windows, you can do that. And that's just one way to go around the thermal, making modules. This is the best possible way of making assets. Making 4-sided, 6-sided modules. Basically, each side has different detail and it could be used in many different cases. So, in this case, let's say I made a sci-fi floor. I'm just gonna do this shit, alright? This is our sci-fi floor. And then we got another sci-fi floor. Now this one goes like that. You can use this as a sci-fi floor number 1. And you can use this as sci-fi floor number 2. Sci-fi floor number 3. Sci-fi floor number 4. Now, I'm not gonna talk too much on thermal because I can go about thermal all day. And yeah, and as you can see, the scene was still 1%. So let me show you guys that again if you guys didn't notice. We had 4 different buildings with the scene still being 1%. So I'm gonna make this one really quick. Alright, so we got four different windows. 4 buildings. Same buildings. Different buildings. All from the same module. And guess what the thermo is? Still 2%. Look at that. And it could be lowered. Since these are all the same modules, it could be lowered to 1%. And you can make an entire scene from a 4-sided module with different varieties. And you can just make a whole city. If these were like detailed assets with 4-sided city modules and shit, you could basically just make a whole entire city. And look at the graphics, 1%. And we have different building types. Gameplay thermo is at 1% also. Thank you for that. Yeah, man, there's a lot about thermo, and modules are the best way to go. If you were making 4-sided building, if you were making a building, you wouldn't want. Let's say you were making a building, and you wanted stairs. You don't want to build 4 different stairs, for example, right? You would just build the stairs on 4 sides of the cubes. So if you wanted 4 different stairs, you'll build 4 different stairs on each side of the cube. I do not follow a checklist, I just have my mind. Did anyone help you on your survival game? Nope. And I don't know when it's gonna release. When it's done. When it's done, it'll release. I have no clue when that'll be. Let's go to the major. How did he learn music? Practice. Lots of practice. Probably gonna use this better than actually making my own tune. I prefer to use the keys. I feel like it's better. Yeah, I know. I said nah, no one helped me with my survival game. There was one friend which he helped me uh, he helped me with the roof problem I was having. Well, that's pretty much it. Oh, I like that. Hold on. And he will get his credit he deserves. He sure will. 100%. Fuck! I wasn't recording? Damn it! Okay. Damn, that sucks. Bruh. Oh, it's not fucking playing. God damn it. I'm an idiot. Alright, I'm gonna just try to make a tune on in one shot. Just gonna try to make a tune in one shot. Let's see if maybe there's another key that I might like. Ooh, I like that one. Yes. Yes. Hold on. Oh yeah, right there, baby. All right. That is it right there, baby. That is it. Yes, sir. Alright, let's try to add a violin now. That is cool. Did MM get the game? I don't know if they did. I don't think they did. I don't know. I'm not sure, bro. Why am I in guitars? That is messed up. Yo, bro, I agree. Oh yeah, man, that's it right there. That's it right there. Gotta give those players the feels. Alright. That sounds awesome, bro. I love it. When did you start the survival game? It's been like 3 months. That sounds fantastic, bro. It's really giving those feels, you know? Shit. All I needed to be slower. I think that works absolutely marvelous. Let's see what it looks like if I was to play with it. Or in gameplay, I'd say. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun making these songs. Alright, let's see what it would look like though. In gameplay. With some ambient sound effects, of course. Let's just add the regular dream birds. I'm gonna add my own birds though. I'm not using dream sound effects. But for now, we're gonna test this out with the music and some ambient. See how it all sounds together. And how loud it has to be. Alright, it's probably too loud. That should never be louder than the game. How do you add your own sounds? There's a way to import sounds. Yo, that works perfect! How come you didn't make an axe yet? Because things are still in the test. Have you released the walking sounds? I'm not gonna have this walking. I'm actually gonna have grass. Grass sounds. Grass sounds, I mean. I'll show you, hold on. Here we go. Alright, listen. Listen to the grass. Hold on, where is it? Where did I put the grass sound? Hold on. Okay, I'll just put it here, I guess. The fuck? Oh, hold on. I think it's this overlapping. Yes. That was probably it. Nope. That's not it. Is this overlapping another? Oh, here we go. Alright, listen to it now. Bird sounds are way too loud. The music is definitely good though. The puppets movements are Dream's procedural generation. I just edited the hell out of them. The red baton is a placeholder, that's why. Weapons aren't done yet. I only did like one weapon for the game so far, but I don't like it. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it was only like one weapon so far. Simplistic weapons, so. Oh. I kind of want to make some new water, so I'm going to do that on the stream. I really don't care who sees how it's done. I have nothing to hide. I'm just sharing my tips anyways. So, yeah. I'm going to make some new water because I kind of want to see. But yeah. I want some newer water. I want some better water for my game. Shit ton of paint? Yeah, it doesn't slow down the frame rate though, don't worry. My method doesn't slow it down. Oh, hold on, I forgot to do the opacity glitch. Looseness. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, you gotta tweak it though, quite a bit to get it to where you want it to look. There we go. Now we got some transparent water. Look. Fully transparent. See that? Here we go, look at that. Beautiful. I don't really need the fog, I just use the fog to... Yeah, I don't even know why, but... There you go. Water. Made in dreams. That's honestly the best I can do as of right now that I can think of. Ice. Ice. Yeah, I really wish that Dreams didn't have that foggy look to it, you know, but I mean, fuck it. But then again, what if I used, no, I'm pretty sure that even if I used the text gadget, it would still look weird. But you can mess with this for like all you want. If you didn't want to have waves like that, you can have like dots in the water. Oh yeah, of course the color. I forgot to show you guys with the color. I didn't change the color. You could see really nice differences in the color. Hold on. Yeah, as you guys can see, you can. I prefer to keep it at this color though. But yeah, look at that. The smaller it is, it looks way better. I ain't gonna lie. So like if you were doing this for rivers, it's fantastic. For like small rivers in a scene. So I can show you guys what that would look like. Just gonna make some quick low poly rocks. So yeah, if you were like making a nice river or water scene or some shit like that, you could definitely use this. As you can see. Pretty simplistic, you know. And you guys see it. Pretty nice transparent water on Dreams, you know. I personally prefer this crap better than the water I'd be seeing. And of course you can make this even more transparent with this trick here. just lowering the opacity, but you don't want to lower it too much so you don't start getting that. So you don't want to get that, start getting that fogginess on the water, so you're gonna keep it at a nice opacity, you know. Nothing too crazy. And of course we can change it. I forgot to show you guys. You can change this water, like the way it moves and shit. You don't have to have it like I did. You can change the looseness. And yeah, you guys can. I'm gonna release this for you guys right now. Actually, why not? Let me release it for you guys. But yeah, look at that. Nice water. Alright, let me release it for you guys. Should I add the fog under it though? That's let me see, probably. I don't know if I want to add the fog under it for the release. Probably not. Fuck that. Don't need it. It's good enough like this. Alright guys, I'm gonna release this for you. Is it grouped? Yes it is. Hold on, I'm not focused. I will watch the rest of the stream tomorrow. I need to sleep now. Alright, man. not a nice stylized water picture, but fuck it. I don't care. I don't care! I don't care! Yeah. Alright, so there you go, I got the water. I wonder how the water looks in my game. The new water. Hopefully it's better. I made this water so it could be better, so hopefully it is better. Well, for starters, can't fucking see it. I don't know how to feel about that. Definitely not. That's better. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to figure out the water situation, man. Wait, what if I raise the opacity? Yeah, that looks ugly. Ugh, gross. Gross! Did you guys see the new stuff I added? I don't know if anyone noticed this, but I added some new stuff to the system. So they're very simplistic stuff, but they work very, very nicely. But basically, I added automatic foundations, and by automatic foundations, I mean, if there's no floor detected, watch what happens. Alright, so look, no floor detected equals pillars. Automatically spawn. The roof, hold on, let's add a floor. The roof also goes invisible now, for those of you that, if you haven't seen this. So it goes invisible, and it also keeps, well, it should keep shadows. I don't think I have it turned on in this in this version. Yeah, I don't think I have shadows turned on in this version, but look. The shadows are supposed to stay on. So let me do that real quick. Hold on. Alright, so the shadows do a huge difference, and you'll see why. So yeah, now that we have shadows, when you go under the house or the ceiling, the shadow will stay, and you can still see what's going on. You see that? So that allows you to build from inside. You don't have to be outside to build. You can see what's going on inside, and you can build from inside. Very, very handy now that we can see what's going on outside. Now the walls don't go invisible yet. I'm still trying to find a way to have the walls go invisible, but at the same time not all the walls go invisible. Only the ones that are close to me. So I'm still trying to figure that out. And yeah. So basically the walls that are in the camera view are the ones that are gonna go invisible. And I'm trying to figure that out, but it's been a bit difficult to get it working. I need the walls. I need the walls. So let me show you guys what I mean. So let's say I build up or whatever, right? Hold on, let's just add something here so it doesn't look so freaking plain. Alright, so let's say I build up here or whatever, right? Now here's the problem. Let's say I build the walls. I am gonna switch those building sounds, by the way. I don't like them. So definitely gonna make a new build sound. But let's say you build walls up here, right, for the second roof. Watch what happens. My camera view is gonna be blocked. So I need to find a way around that. Alright, so look, I built this, right? Oh, hold on, we need to add a roof too, so you guys can see it clearly. Hold on. Alright, let me add a quick roof. So I'm showing you guys the issue that I'm trying to fix so that the player can see, because that is a huge problem. It basically hides the character. Alright, let me just make this quick balcony here. Here. Alright, so look guys. If I were to go like this, right? Now if I go to the first floor and I go in it, watch. Yes, you could see under. Oh, it's actually working now. I guess it's only for small structures. Alright, never mind. So I guess it's working. It's perfectly working now. Yeah, it's definitely perfectly working now. Alright, never mind then. I guess I don't have to find a way around that. I fixed it somehow. Yo, I really want to get these pieces textured, man. Like, fuck. Just want these damn pieces textured. Alright. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It wasn't such a cool stream, but hey, we got a nice melody going. Make the textures today. Nah, I'm probably not gonna texture them. I'm just gonna paint them. I don't think I'm gonna have textures on them. But let's see. So this was the melody we ended up with. Alright, I'm gonna head off. Gonna watch a movie.